Testing. Okay, great. Mic works. Alright, so today is Thursday, the 7th of December 2023. Time is 19:29. That's 7:29 p.m. In my first playthrough, I made a random female character. She was an aura, a dragon person, and she ended up being a thaumaturge, a mage, and I played it for a while, and I got pretty far into the prologue, and then I got to a point where I got to like a tricky mission which was kind of stuck on, and then at that point I wasn't really feeling the whole mage thing, so at first I thought, thaumaturge would be cool, but because I'd be able to use different elements and stuff, but it seems that the elements don't really matter. It seems that so there's two spell modes. There's like the fire mode, which the fire spells are more aggressive but use up more MP, and then the ice spells use up cost less but use up less. So basically you use the more aggressive fire ones until the MP runs out, then you switch to the ice ones until the fire ones build back up again. So as it seems like the elements don't really matter. It would be cool if you could like just use the different elemental spells like normal, but it seems like it doesn't matter. So yeah, it's kind of annoying. I didn't like that. So and I could have just switched the character to like a different class or role, but I just felt like I needed to like delete the character, start over. So here I am, playing on the PS5. So when I started streaming on the PS5, there was like a block scene at the start. So last night I decided to make my PS5 character on the PC version, and then and watch all the trailers. So now I'm actually playing the PS5 version. So I'm giving it a second chance with a melee character here. So he is a tank character, and yeah, I'm going to try it one more time, and if I don't like it, then if I'm not really feeling it, then I'm just going to move on to Final Fantasy 15. So yeah. Oh great, dinner's ready already. Be right back. Okay, I'm back. So just finished my dinner there. Okay, ears in. Listen to Cesaroga's explanation of the markets. Kelly, stop making so much noise.
Okay.
So yeah, every MMO I tried to get into, I could never really feel it. The only one I really liked was Star Wars: The Old Republic, and this game is a lot similar to Star Wars: The Old Republic, but still. I still like playing this game. It's just playing as the mage. My expectations of playing as a mage was higher than what I expected. So, so yeah. When I was playing the mage, it wasn't. I didn't like it. So now I'm playing as a different role, a second chance. Let's see how it goes. And you are a newly come adventurer, but of course, yes, I am Cesaroga, but what can I do for you? You would have me teach you the ways of the marketplace. Very wise. As for my fee, what? You expect me to do it for free? Surely you jest. My dear adventurer, when you ask an Ul'dah for a favour, you should at least try to make it worth his while. Judging by your garb, I rather doubt you could afford my services, but the fact you offer nothing is laughable. Oh, Mistress Mamodi instructed you to seek me out, did she? Consider yourself fortunate to have such influential friends. I shall be brief, and you shall be attentive. You stand in the Sapphire Avenue Exchange, the busiest and most profitable marketplace in the Sultanate. Being advantageously situated in relation to the other city-states, Ul'dah's markets have ever served as both the literal and figurative centres of Eorzean commerce. All the great overland trade routes lead to our city, and the majority of maritime trade between Vilbrand and Aldenard passes through our ports. Because of this, countless companies and consortia have chosen Ul'dah as their base of operations. They see to it that this marketplace is awash with merchants and moneylenders day and night. Anything a man could ever desire can be purchased here, provided he has sufficient funds. Surely there's something you seek, adventure, a deadlier sword, perhaps, or a shinier trinket. Whatever it is you want, the exchange will have it. To the north, you will find merchants peddling armour and accessories, curatives and crafting materials. And to the south, you will find weapons, tools, and an assortment of other useful items for sale. Seek out a particular merchant or browse to your heart's content, but do try to remain aloof should you find something that piques your interest. Decisions made in the heat of the moment are usually unwise, especially where coin is concerned. That is all the complimentary aid you shall have from me, and far too much for my taste. My regards to Mamodi. Now off with thee. Handing over items. Some quests will require you to deliver items. If an NPC requires an item, an item request window will appear. Drag the items from your inventory or armory chest into the item request window and click hand over to complete the transaction. Items can be added to the item request window by right clicking them. Okay, so report the Mamodi. How was your tour of the city, Yergil? Get lost, did you? Aye, well, Ul'dah's a big place with lots to see and do, but wandering around aimlessly don't pay the bills. If you're serious about making a living here, you'll need to remember where things are. So when you go exploring, explore like you've got a purpose, eh? Alright then. All that's left is for you to work hard, make money, and spend it here at the Quicksand. Well, youngling, how are you finding or find Ul'dah then?
Pearce.
What?
Here, that's kids on the English folks.
Right. Got your burns about you yet? If so, mayhap it's time you ventured beyond the city walls. The bustling streets of Ul'dah are one thing, the wilds of Thanalan, that's another altogether. I know a bloke you might fancy speaking to, and he you, name of Papashan. You'll find him over at the Ul'dah dispatch yard. No doubt he'll have some work for you. The dispatch yard's over in central Thanalan. Just head out the door, cross the hall, and you'll see the gate of Null staring right back at you. Pass through it and head east. You'll come upon it before long. There's dangers beyond the wall though, more than I'd care to count. Nothing too terrible, mind you, but feisty enough to attack if you draw near. Don't say nobody cared enough to warn you. Well, you certainly look the part of an adventurer, my friend. Might you be the good soul my muddy advised me to expect it, I am Papa Shan, station master of this humble dispatch yard. An empty title, I assure you. I truly am no more than a tired old Lalafell, passing his final years in quiet and solitude. 12. No, there have been plenty of both these last 5 years since the calamity struck. The devastation was vast. Yet now true Uldahs work together, doing all in our power to rebuild what was laid to ruin. Rebuilt Ul'dah to the grandeur and majesty that you see today. The railways which run, but there is still much work to be done. The wounds left by the calamity run deep. Isolated areas beyond our lines of supply remain, and there are places yet wanting for relief and restoration. Ul'dah needs the aid of you and your brethren, friend. In fact, never has our need been more dire. Which brings me to the point, I suppose, I do believe. I may have some work suited to one of your ability. Station Master Papashan has a simple task for a fledgling adventurer. Since you've come all this way, perhaps you can perform an errand for me. It just so happens a number of sentries have been sent to guard the area, a dispatch to the dispatch yard, as it were. They have long been away from the shade and feather beds of the city. The hot days and cold nights can play hells on the mind and body out here. It isn't much, but go and give them these twilight pretzels, would you? I find comfort food always helps when I feel like killing myself. Halt. Sir, I'm going to have to ask you to put the pretzel on the ground and place your hands above your head. State your name and business. A twilight pretzel from Papashan? By the gods, forgive me. You could say this new post has my nerves in a twist. I'm terribly sorry for that. Yes, well, you may rest assured that the dispatch yard is safe so long as I stand watch. Please give Papashan my thanks and tell him that I only wish I could repay the favour. Western front, clear. Eastern front, clear. For me, from Papashan, twilight pretzel, my favourite. How did I know? Can't fight on an empty stomach now, can I? Actually, I can't fight on any stomach. I suppose you could say I have no stomach for fighting. Twelve save me. Scorching days, freezing nights. This post will be the end of me. Twilight pretzel? Don't mind if I do. Ah, now that's a refreshing goddamn pretzel. I feel reborn. Right, speak with Papashan. You've returned, and with a deal for your pretzels, I see. Tell me, how far are Sultan sworn sentries? Did they have anything to report? Anything at all? What, nothing? Are you sure? Oh dear. Take this for your troubles then, and stay a moment. There is more I would ask of you. Irgal, I have just this moment. No, no, the time for concealment is past. The truth is, even before I had you deliver those pretzels, I was privy to some most unsettling news, which is the real reason I sent you to meet those sultans sworn. A young noblewoman from a very prestigious family has run away from home, and I have been ordered to see to her safe return. The Sultan sworn you met earlier are assisting with the search. Alas, it seems they have found no trace of her. I apologise for not being frank with you from the start, but we must proceed with caution. Should word of her disappearance spread, I fear others with less honourable motives may join the hunt. And should we allow her to come to any harm, not even 100 beheadings would be punishment enough. That cannot happen, Ergil. It must not. I need you to help me find her. Praise the 12, I knew I could count on you. I've instructed the others to expand the search, but Thunland is vast and there are so many of us. The young noblewoman's name is Lady Lilira. I want you to go south and look for her in the vicinity of the Sultan tree. Good luck. I'm not sure if I'm liking all this. Oh, Sultan Tree. You're about to enter an instance battle. Instance battles only occur during certain quests and missions. Take a moment to read the information displayed in the active help window before answering the Call of Duty. Okay. Yeah, I'm not feeling this game. I don't think. Yeah, I think I'd rather just move on to Final Fantasy 15. Of course, before I start Final Fantasy 15, I'll have to watch that Kingsgrave movie again. I think that's what I'll do. I'm gonna stop the stream and I'll start Final Fantasy 15 next. So I think the Kingsglaive movie is the Kingsglaive movie. It's a CGI movie. It takes place before the events of Final Fantasy 15. So the movie ends where the game begins. So I'm gonna watch that first and then play Final Fantasy 15, so it'll probably take about 2 hours. So yeah. So I'll be back in about 2 hours.